it's Miss Karen. We are working on the letter G today. So as you can see, we have our letter G. And a G, it's one of these things you kind of go around, and then it's got, boop, a line up here. So with this one, what we need to do is take our little stamper, which I don't have, so I'm just going to use my marker. Let's pull the stuff out from behind this so I don't mark through it. And we're going to just color all these little spots or circles. We're going to color them in on our letter G. So kind of making lots of little circles here. Guess it'd be a little funner if you had one of those little stamping machines, like a bingo marker. But you know what? Marker works. We're using what we have. We're adapting and overcoming, and we are learning and getting smart and working on our letters and learning how letters make words, and words make sentences, and sentences make stories. So let's see, where's the letter G as we're doing our alphabet? So here's our alphabet down here. Where's the letter G? See, we got a lot of letters. We have 26 letters in the alphabet. And here's letter G right there. So see, we still have a long way to go to get through the alphabet. But we're getting there. We're working our way through. And this one has a spot for our name. So as I've mentioned before, if there's a spot for your name, you don't always have to have a spot. It's a good idea to put your name on everything you do, because that way then the teacher knows who to give it back to and make sure that, especially if it's artwork, that it gets to the right parent so they can stick it on the fridge or somewhere. So I'm Miss Karen. I put my name on our paper and we're going on here. So what else do we have? Oh, one of my favorites, and I hope this is turning out to be one of your favorites too. This is our color by number page. Whoever your caregivers are taking care of you, or brothers, sisters, need you to maybe sit quietly at the table for, 10, 15 minutes and, do some coloring. They can Google a color by number or color by letter. Color by number or color by letter worksheets. And be sure they put in the word preschool or kindergartner, because that's what you guys are. And you're going to find a ton of these kind of sheets. So what they are is they have actually numbers. So there's a 2, there's a 1, a bunch of 6s, and then somewhere on the page is your key. This tells you what those numbers are. And what I like to do is I like to take my crayon that matches the number. So number 1, it says is red. So I get my red crayon and I make a little spot by it. So I'm going to do that for all of these. 2s are yellow. 3s are blue. 4 is green. 5 is orange. 6 is purple. 7 is brown. And 8 is black. Okay, so that helps when you're doing these. Just kind of another visual cue as to what colors that you're picking up for the numbers that you're working on. And hang on, I just lost our very first color that I need, which is that red. And red was number 1. Saved. Okay, so I just usually start with the first number. So 1s are red, so let's look for our 1s. There's a great big number 1. What is this right here? You guys know what this is? Bet you eat them. Some of you are eating them. You might slice them. But it's an apple. So apples are, and all these look like they might be fruits. We'll learn about them as we go. There's a little saying, an apple a day helps keep the doctor away. It's been around for a long time. It's like really kind of no special truth about that. But it's not really a lie either. Because part of staying healthy is eating a good diet and making sure you're getting your fruits and your veggies. So, an apple is a really easy piece of fruit to eat. It's portable. You can throw it in your lunch bag. You don't have to worry about it getting banged around a lot. You can slice it, so it makes it easier to eat. And you don't have to store them in the refrigerator. So, great little things. So, let's see. Do we have any more ones? Oh, I see a one up here. This looks like it might be a strawberry. So, I'm starting to see some little blossoms on my little strawberries that I have at my house. And if you go to the store, you're starting to see them setting the plants out. And strawberries are usually something they have. And if you look at them, they have little white flowers with a little yellow center. This one has the leaf on it. The yellow part would be the strawberry. It's just starting to bud out. As it gets bigger, it starts to turn red. Okay, so what's our next number? 2. Do you guys see any 2s? What's this big thing? It's like a banana. Okay, bananas are good. What do you think of when you think of bananas? There's an animal that eats a lot of bananas. Monkeys! Sometimes you guys are monkeys. Ooh, jumping all over, getting crazy. Yeah, but monkeys like to eat bananas. Bananas are another one of those nice packable fruits that you can stick in your lunch bag. They can get mushed though, so you got to be careful. So you don't want to stick them in the bottom of your bag. You want to make sure they're maybe at the top of the bag. But bananas are also, great for, those lunches. Strawberries you might have to put in a little container because they'll get mushed really, really easy. So you put those in like a little container to help protect them. Okay, do we have any? Our next number's 3. Do we see any 3s? No, not seeing any 3s. Don't know too many fruits that might be blue. I'm sure there are. Just blueberries. But I do see some number 4s up here on our strawberries. They have the little bit of leaf that's left when you get them on the store. These we can trim away. If anybody has chickens and you trim the little top part here off the strawberry, chickens love to eat that part. Alright, our next number is 5, which is orange. I'm not seeing any 5s. So let's move on to 6. Oh, I see a whole bunch of 6s here. What do these things look like? And I see a lot of you guys eat these. I kind of hit and miss with them. I go through phases. These are grapes. And I had a house once that had grapevines everywhere, and the grapes were so good. They weren't purple. They were little green grapes. And they were so sweet. Not really sure if I like the purple ones. You gotta be careful with the purple ones. It's been my experience. The purple ones tend to have the seeds in them. And there's nothing bad about it. I mean, you can swallow a seed. It's not going to grow in your tummy, despite what someone might tell you, like eating a watermelon seed or a grape seed. It's not going to start growing a grape or a watermelon inside your tummy. But it's just something you need to be mindful of because, most of us don't like to eat the watermelon or the grape seeds. So we just spit them out. Usually we have a cup when we know we're eating something with seeds. A little cup, a little extra plate or something, a towel. Paper towel that we spit the seeds on and we just throw them away. Okay, so grapes are also fruits. These you usually pull off, and they're kind of like the strawberries. You'd want to put them in a little container before you put them in your lunchbox because they can get mushed pretty easy, but very good, snack, as well as just, having as, a part of your lunch with, like a sandwich or something. So our next number is 7, which is brown. I see a couple 7s. So we got our grape stem up there. And then our apple has a stem. Okay, so I think that is about it because I don't see any black. So good job helping me follow along and do this. I think we should put a little star on this one. All right. What else do we have here that we can do? Uh-oh. These are also fun. Some of my favorites. This is a connect the dot. Okay, so let's spell this out. Connect the dot. Okay, so there again, who's ever helping take care of you while you're at home and can't be around a lot of your friends, go online. You can Google connect the dot, and you can look for them with numbers or letters. This one that some of you have already noticed, most of the connect the dots are with numbers, but I like to mix it up and find some that have our letters, because we're learning our letters, our alphabet, our ABCs. Also learning a few 1, 2, 3s, but for right now we're working on our letters. So, what is the first letter of the alphabet? I bet you all know it. It's A. Okay, so this has our lowercase letters. Most of what I've been doing has been uppercase. So some of you might recognize it, but can you help me look for the lowercase a? Can you see it? Oh, maybe right there. There's that lowercase a. So you want to kind of look at these and kind of, A, B, C, get an idea for which way you might be going on this. Okay, so we just do this in the order that we see them. So we start with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, ooh, eyes way down there, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U. So no V, W, X, Y, Z, just A through U. And sometimes that's all you need to get your connect the dot done. So what does this look like? What was our letter that we're doing? Who remembers what our letter is we're working on? It is the letter G. So what do you guys think this is? It's kind of not the time of the year that we think about these, but he's a gingerbread man. And I like gingerbread men. I really like snickerdoodles. A lot of people don't make snickerdoodles. But I also really like gingerbread men. And it's because I like the ginger in them. So we're going to color our gingerbread men here real quick. It looks like my brown is just about done. So I'm going to, just a couple turns, sharpen my brown pencil. I don't want to put a real sharp point on it because then it'll break off too easy. So I just want to take some of the wood off. So, gingerbread, when you cook them, when they come out of the oven, they're brown. If you cook them too much, you might burn them. Then what color would they be if you burn things? Surely somebody's, mom or dad or grandma has, maybe their sisters, brothers, have cooked something a little bit too much. Usually when you cook something too much, it turns black. Black cookies, overcooked cookies, yeah, they don't taste very good. So when you make cookies, most of them only need to be in the oven for like 10 to 12 minutes. Like 15 at the most. So you can't be getting distracted too much if you're going to make cookies. And most of them, we have round cookies. We just roll out the dough and maybe pick up a package at the store, like some slice and bake, or some ones that you just got to kind of break them in half and put them on the cookie sheet. But this gingerbread, Ginger Man, he takes a little effort. You actually have to have the dough, and then they have cookie cutters. When you roll your dough out flat, you take your cookie cutter and you press it into the dough, and it cuts out the little gingerbread man. Then you have to be very, very careful and put them onto your cookie sheet. I guess you could roll the cookie dough out onto the cookie sheet and then just cut them from there. But then sometimes they get stuck inside the little cookie cutter, and you got to carefully pull them out. So got to work with them a little bit. Okay, what color should we make his? I'm going to assume we're going to put some frosting on our gingerbread man. So Gingerbread man we usually see in Christmas. So I'm going to use green and red because those are usually colors that we see a lot of at Christmas. So I'm going to put some green frosting mittens on them. Keep his hands warm. And maybe I'll give him some green shoes. That way his mittens and his shoes match. That's always a good thing. Makes him look a little more put together when things match up. Okay, and then, oh, these buttons down the front, they need a taste of frosting on them. So let's give them some red frosting, or maybe some red icing. Okay, and then his mouth, yeah, we need to put some little icing in there. Some little red icing. And then, you know what, maybe we just use the plain old white, so we don't need to color it white, but we just put the plain white frosting on them, so we don't have to color that. So, there's our gingerbread man. G is for ginger, gingerbread man. And I think we've done good. We're going to do some more letter G, so pay attention. But for right now, we're done, so you can take a little break, go get a snack, get a drink of water, go to the bathroom, go look outside. What's the weather doing? All right, see you guys later.